At first, when I'd applied for the scholarship, I didn't actually get it. I got a letter to say that there were 19 places and had a really strong application, but that they'd given it to someone else. But I was on a waiting list, so at first I was a bit, it's going to be quite expensive, and how am I going to afford all my course books and things? But then I got the letter after I got my results to say that there were places on it, and I was just thrilled. Really, I was really happy that because I'd got 3 A's in my A levels, and that had been rewarded. Really, it was really, really good. I don't think I did know that the scholarship was paid for by ex-students. When I actually applied for it, it was called the Centenary Alumni Fund, which is a bit of a grand title, so I didn't really know what that meant precisely. But I have since been a telephone fundraiser for the alumni office, so I've actually had the opportunity to speak to ex-students about the scholarship and to speak to them about donating to it. So through that experience, I have actually learnt exactly what goes into the scholarship and where it comes from. Well, I have had some part-time work while I've been here. In my first year I worked for Lloyd's TSB, which was, it was good in the first year because it wasn't perhaps as stressful as second and third year. But when it came to essay deadlines and stuff, I was struggling with the job as well as my studies. So it was good because I could say, well, I don't need to rely on the job because I've got the scholarship to rely on and I've got that as a fallback. English is an expensive degree to study, so it's meant that, £200 every time I do a new set of modules, so it's quite a lot, and to have that money to kind of fund that has been really positive. Well, it's kind of gratifying really to think that out of all the people that applied that I got the scholarship. I mean, like I said, there were only 19 places when I applied for it, and when you think how many first year undergraduates there are, and the alumni scholarship is good because it's available not just to certain subjects, it's available across the board to people that are from a low income family and who've got 3 A's at A level. So that kind of equal opportunities thing was really good for me because a lot of the universities that I'd applied for were only offering scholarships to maths and science and other low demand subjects. So to think that Leeds offered one for everyone and it was just on personal merit rather than subject or whatever, then that was really good. Yeah, I was really pleased. I want to apply for the Teach First programme, but I know that's very competitive. That's a programme where you don't just do a PGCE or a GTP, but you learn actually on the job in schools, and they put you in the most difficult schools in the area in inner city London or somewhere like that, and kind of give you the skills workshops along the way to kind of really help you be a leader, not just a teacher. But yeah, I know that's a very competitive programme, so I don't know how I'll fare there, but I'm hoping that all the voluntary work that I've done this year and, having a degree from a prestigious university like Leeds will really help me in that. The highlights of my university experience are probably quite difficult to actually pin down because I've had such a positive experience overall. But, I would say the friends that I've made will stay with me probably for the rest of my life, and just the general experience of my course has been positive. I've enjoyed all the different modules I've done, from medieval Iceland up to the 1950s angry young men and women movement, and it's been so varied and so diverse that I don't know if I would have been able to have that experience anywhere else.